Hi guys, sorry for the long delay. I am on campus as you can see with my, oh wait, it's the other side, with my bookshelves and things behind me. So hopefully there will be no more hiccups with this class. However, I wanted to give you a really quick tour of our Blackboard environment just so as we move forward over the next 5 weeks, you know exactly where to go to get things or where I'm referencing different things. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize myself and pull me over. And as you can see right here, we're at our home page. So this is pretty much the center for everything you need to know to come quickly to get your updates, any recent announcements. It'll tell you any kind of new content I upload, and anything that needs your attention. All of that will be right here in this center. And you can always get here by clicking homepage or by clicking the home icon here at the top of what I like to call the navigation column in Blackboard, or sometimes I'll just say the left-hand column on Blackboard whenever I'm writing things out or talking in podcasts, which we'll get to in just a second. So underneath there, this is the first section that is pretty much everything you need to know about this course. Our course syllabus is right there for you as a PDF file, so you can go ahead and download it and look through it, mark it up, tells you everything you need to know about our course, grade breakdowns, anything you have a question about any of this, make sure that you just let me know. One thing that I want to very quickly mention is that I will be using Zoom throughout this semester or this short term, the collaborative software that's sponsored by UHD. So you can go ahead, you should go ahead and have already downloaded it in order to install it and get working with Zoom. You can request an office appointment with me. I hope to have a good class hangout pretty soon, and we'll all be able to chat via Zoom. So that's super important. Next is the course calendar. I like to make these course calendars particularly for the short summer sessions because this calendar allows for exactly 5 weeks. So this is the first day of class and this is the last week of class here. So it comes out to be really handy and something that you can just print out and keep with you, put it somewhere visible is a suggestion that I had so that you can make sure you're keeping up with all of the deadlines. Last night was our first deadline for the self-introduction, and there are still 5 people who have not completed it. So just know that those deadlines are going to be coming pretty quickly. Looking at the calendar, you can see when things are highlighted, it's pretty much something that you need to have accomplished. Each week we're going to have about 2 to 3 things. So a discussion forum, an assignment that is a written assignment, and there will be an exam every Friday for the class. Don't worry about the exams though, because I will be dropping your lowest grade and I don't think they're going to be too difficult. It's just a way of me keeping up and assessing your learning. So that's something to think about. In the middle of our course here in week 3, we'll have a little break, and it'll only be a discussion forum and an exam, but that is where I want you to really take the time and take about 2 weeks to go out and do this client research for your final creative brief. If you are wondering and wanting me to talk more about that, don't worry, there's a podcast coming soon, and we'll go into that assignment in detail by the end of this week. So get your course calendar, print it out, put all your deadlines in a planner. I highly recommend a planner or at least a digital calendar that will send you alerts 24 hours before the due date so that you can make sure that you're not, missing out on any relevant assignments or deadlines. So that is our course calendar. Every day you should be logging into Blackboard every single day for an online class, particularly one that is this short, to make sure that you don't miss any extra credit opportunities, any announcements, extensions, modifications. Our syllabus is just a rough plan of action. So if I send out anything via Blackboard, that's where you're going to be held accountable for this information. So that's where our announcements are. Underneath course modules, this is pretty much how it's going to work. There will be an overview page that has all of the content for the course. As you can see, week 2, 3, and 4 are not available for you yet. They will become visible as the weeks progress. Any week that you want to see exactly what we're working on this week, you can go straight ahead and bypass this page and go to current week. It will have all of the chapters folders, so each chapter has a folder with the PowerPoint slides and kind of my own little summary of what I think is important or what I like to pull out from the chapter for you to really pay attention to. So make sure you're looking in those as you're reading. It could be a little bit helpful. And then underneath the chapter folders, you will see all of your assignments that need to be done for the week. So for this week, we had our readiness assessment, which was a bonus, and it'll be due by Friday. Your first assignment, these are just links to other places in the class. So those are also all included here underneath assignments, just for redundancy and to make sure there are no hiccups. Things are here. Your discussion forums are all there. Your advertising assignments that we'll be completing over the next few weeks are all there and all available for you. And your creative brief and information about your creative brief assignment is all here. So this is where you'll come for anything that needs to be completed and turned in for a grade. Underneath that, there's an Instructor's Corner. If you haven't by now, you want to get to know stuff about me, you can click on this. In particular, maybe you were wondering why I was saying greetings from Georgia, or why I was in Georgia when this class started, and it was because I have a son somewhere below in that photograph, and he went to go be with his dad for the summer. So Georgia is where I'm originally from, and you can read all about that in my About Dr. Harris page. So let's go back. Okay, so now that's where you can go to find me. My Dr. Harris Zoom is where you can go if we have a hangout scheduled or if we have a meeting scheduled. This is where you can go to find it. I have an Ask FM, which is an anonymous question and answer platform, which I really like my students to use because I was a first generation scholar. I went all the way through having no idea what I was doing, and I know just how intimidating it can be sometimes to ask a professor a question if you feel uncomfortable, or maybe you just didn't get something the first time. And I encourage you to ask me a question anonymously whenever, and I won't even know it was you. So you can ask a question whenever, and I try to respond within 24 to 48 hours. And then lastly, my recent research projects. I just have started doing this recently because I know, or I've learned that a lot of times when I'm talking about my research and getting super excited about stuff, students are kind of like, what is that? What does that mean? I also teach research. What does it mean to be a communication scholar? What does it mean to have a PhD? This is what it means. It means that I am working in the classroom and I'm also contributing to my discipline and my field through scholarly research. And so I have a couple of things in the fire here and some more that I'm working on over this summer. And you can, in your leisure time, if you have any, in a short session, browse through kind of some of my articles. This is a recent publication of mine coming from my dissertation. And you can just read them if it ever loads. Okay, so you can just read them and just kind of browse through and see what kind of work I do as a scholar, which will also give you a little bit more insight about who I am. So that is our quick and dirty Blackboard tour. Here's my information. That's anything you need to know for you, your grades, any Blackboard messages to me. Please email me. If you send me a Blackboard message, most likely it might take a little bit longer, but if you have questions, I highly suggest that you send me an email to harrisf@uhd.edu. And if you're having problems with that, then you need to go to Student Support EITS to make sure that you can log into your UHD Gator Mail and that it's working. Some course resources are here, the syllabus, the calendar, of course, the discussion rubric that I use, the rubric that I use for written assignments. And these are very loose and simple to just give you a kind of a brief or vague idea of what it is that I'm looking for. And lastly, this is a page, University Resources. Let me cut this off so you can see what it looks like. So this is something for you guys, and it's really just a short list, but some of the most important areas that I see students needing additional support, and anything that I can do for you or in ways that I can support you, I want to make sure that you are able to find support on campus. So these are some of my top 5 places that you can go, and feel free to reach out to get the help that you needed. Lastly, I skipped over it, but here under course media, oh, it's not showing it now because edit mode is on. Oh, there's a tab called Course Media, and that's where I'll be sticking and archiving all of the videos and all of the podcasts, anything that I send to you that's in a form of media so that you can access it. Okay, I hit the 10-minute mark, which means we're gone too long already. Stay tuned for more podcasts, more updates. I am so excited to get the ball rolling on this course and happy to meet you guys. So I will talk to you soon. Bye.